And we are live on Facebook.
Sweet. And we are live on Instagram.
We're
So
pushing.
I'm gonna pin our title.
Here we are. Boom. Gosh, I love when things go so smooth. Just makes my day.
Yeah, you are looking at someone with real internet now. I don't even know how I survived with that old internet before. It was bad news.
But you have no TV now, right?
No TV, but I don't really care about TV. I shouldn't have to tell you that you hate TV.
I don't watch TV. I can't find you on Instagram.
Okay,
Is it
hold
not
on.
working?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. We haven't seen Kimmy on here in a while. Is she boycotting us?
Kimmy's been really busy. Can't talk about it.
Okay. Well, if you talk to her, tell her I miss her.
I know. we say hi bye.
You say hi bye.
There we are.
You see us? Okay.
But it's not working on Insta.
Let me see if I can get you to join this way. No.
It's just a blank screen for me when I'm on
Really?
Instagram.
Okay, let me try again.
All right.
Okay, here we go. One more time.
Okay. Sorry. Having a little bit of trouble on Instagram, Facebook. So give us a minute.
I just did it one more time, so hopefully that works.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay, I can see you now.
Okay. See, I got so excited everything was going so smooth, and I guess I spoke too soon.
That's okay. That's what we do. I know, yeah, we can't celebrate until we have something to celebrate. It's sacrilegious.
What? I like to celebrate everything.
Okay, that sounds good too. Yay, I can see you. Hold on, I just have to do one quick Bluetooth situation. Gotta use my...
It's everyone, getting on, and we got to say hi to everyone. And
all right, those are connected. Okay. Getting on.
Okay. Are we good?
Now I can hear you.
But I'm echoing. I can hear myself.
And I'm just saying hi to everybody who's joining us. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you connected to your Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Can we switch?
What do you mean?
Because it's a little lag on the Instagram.
I can't switch. Okay. I think we're okay now. I had it paused for a minute because I had to connect the Bluetooth, but it seems to be working now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay. I don't think you're very far off. Okay,
good.
Excellent. All right, we're back.
We're back. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Brandi Pratt with the Pratt Group, and you are live at Happy Hour with Brandi and Andie.
That's me. And I'm Andie Hupka. I'm the executive chef at Cork and Pork and Two Madres Cantina and Heirloom Craft Kitchen. And we are live, so it's 4:30, which means it's time for us to talk about what we're drinking today before we get started. Brandi, what you got over there?
I'm drinking a stiff glass of water.
She's taking the day off, guys. That's good. Are you doing that to make me look bad because Dr. Sonja is coming on today?
Yes. No, I have to go to work. I have to go right after this. I have to go to work. I have to drive. I can't be drinking and then, jump and go advise a client to purchase something. I don't feel confident about that.
That's not what I've heard.
What?
Just kidding.
Really good after a couple drinks too.
Okay. Well, earlier we did a virtual cooking class and I actually made rosé, but I didn't drink it. It was with strawberries and rosé and it was blended and it was so good.
I saw it. It looked good. Why haven't you ever brought that out when we're together?
We need to do, I seriously think you'd love it because it's super refreshing. But I had to tell Dr. Sonja that I was making a smoothie.
Okay,
So
there you go.
I figured it has a little bit of antioxidants in it. So
You have to do something right?
No, it was fun. I'll go ahead and show for everybody who's on Instagram what we made today because it was amazing. We did this strawberry shortcake. Let me swap that. The strawberry shortcake was with biscuits and whipping cream and mint. It was delicious. And then we made this spinach strawberry salad with goat cheese that was out of this world. That's probably my favorite salad, actually. So if you guys want to check it out, the video is still on our stories. And also the recipes are on the stories too. Oh, and I made frosé. There's the frosé.
Woo! Right.
If it would have kept, I would have kept it until now. But no, I'm just drinking regular rosé. So
could have made yourself another one.
I'm tired, Brandi.
Oh, I'm so sorry, princess.
Be nice. Be nice.
So sorry. You're so tired.
Okay.
I'm not. I got a lot of energy.
Good. I'm glad.
I like to do jumping jacks.
Oh, good. Excellent. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So before we bring in our guest, I just want to remind everybody that tomorrow is Wine Flash Sale Wednesday. So we are going to be bringing on my friend Scott, who's a sommelier and also works in the wine business and also a winemaker. And they're going to be talking about the 6 wines that we're going to have for Wine Flash Sale. So Brandi and I are going to get to virtually taste the wines while they talk about them, which sounds ideal.
Yes, I like that job. I'm really good at that job.
I think we can
Put
do
me
that,
in, Coach.
no problem. You're in. We're in. Tagging you in. So that's going to be tomorrow, and I'm really excited about that. So it's going to be Scott and then Jeremy from Rabble Wines and Paso Robles, and then we're going to talk about the 6 wines that we're choosing. So, and some of them are my favorite, so I cannot wait. So Brandi, you can expect to have the Chardonnay dropped off for you tomorrow, so we can do the virtual happy hour.
Yes. I think I could drink tomorrow. I don't think I have to go show after that. So
okay, let's make that happen. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring in our guest today because we have a lot of ground to cover. Yeah. So Brandi's going to bring her in, and I'll let her introduce herself as soon as she pops in. So hold on, let me just get our camera situated here. So I'm going to film you so that everybody on Instagram can see you. And so hold on one sec. Let me pull you in here. And then Brandi's going to film her and I so that everybody's on board. And I'm going to turn up the volume. All right, Dr. Sonja, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm going to turn you even louder. Okay, perfect. All right. There we are. It's so awesome right now. It looks like the Brady Bunch. I love it. That would be a fun Brady Bunch. Okay, so tell us who you are and why you're here.
Okay, I am Dr. Sonja Fung. Andie is a patient of mine, and she's allowed me to say this on Instagram, so I'm not violating HIPAA laws. So Andie invited me because I love the concept that she's doing about like women supporting women in business, and I own my own clinic in the desert and at Livewell Clinic, and let's see how do we want to start this? Like, do we want to like say how we met?
Well, so aside from the fact that Dr. Sonja is my naturopathic doctor, also last year she and I both got to be in the Palm Springs Life edition 40 under 40. I barely made the cut. I have since then turned 40, so thank God I got in under the wire. So that was a neat thing to both be included in, and so we thought it would be fun to have her on with us because she is a young doctor, and she will answer questions that I think a lot of people have, but also because she is a naturopath, it's there's a health spin which I think right now is so important. And Brandi and I try to be really healthy, so for us it'll be good for us to be able to pick her brain a little bit.
Yeah.
And like I said, she's an amazing doctor. So before we get started, I just want to give a plug to the Live Well Clinic and also all the staff there who are wonderful. Last year when I was feeling really bad and going through a lot of health problems, they basically saved me. So I can tell you that it's.
Wait, did they just tell you you're crazy?
No, that was the other doctor that I go to.
Damn it, you should have stuck with that.
No. Actually, no, I think it's really important that you have a well-rounded approach to medicine. And I saw lots of different doctors, but Dr. Sonja kind of oversaw my overall treatment, and she continues to make. I'm probably the healthiest I've been as an adult now, so I have to give her credit for that. So thank you.
Well, you did all the hard work, so.
That's true. Okay. I have to warn you though, Brandi's gonna probably put some digs in at me, so just know that that's gonna happen. Okay, so tell us where your clinic is located.
Okay, so I am in La Quinta, off of 47th and between Washington and Adams. So it's like right behind the Target shopping center.
Right, the new gym is there.
Yeah, the Planet Fitness and yep. So right behind there.
Can you explain what a naturopathic doctor does? Because I know Brandi's wondering.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very common question because most people are like, what is that? So are you like a nutritionist or something? And I'm like, no, that's just part of my training. So naturopathic medicine in general, or naturopathic doctor, we do have some specialties, but mostly we are trained as primary care physicians. And what that means is that we look at health in a very holistic way. So for me, I have some specialties in integrative cancer care as well as pain management. So I do a lot of regenerative injections for, arthritis and joint injuries and pain. So those are my two specialties. And tied in with all of that, I see a lot of patients with hormone issues and.
That's us. That's us.
Yeah, right. Like cholesterol, like high cholesterol, patients who may like have dietary questions or GI issues or things like that. So it's typically a smattering of a lot of different things all at once. But when you're treating the whole person, you have to look at all of those different systems anyway. So to get a full treatment protocol.
Awesome.
So that's what we did for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm learning so much. I'm kind of speechless. I'm just gonna sit here and just.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure all this out.
But for people that are curious about it, I was curious too. You prescribe all medications and you do everything that a traditional doctor does, but you also look at a wellness approach. So to me, it's like the best of both worlds, and that's what really helped me was knowing I was being treated medically, but also treating other things, as a bigger package. I think that's the cool thing about what a naturopath does.
Right, because not only do we utilize like some, pharmaceutical interventions as needed, but mostly what I try to focus on are all the things that you have to do lifestyle wise that make it possible to not have as much of the pharmaceutical interventions or even supplements, like having a very healthy diet and a good movement practice and a good meditation or stress reduction practice. All of those things are so crucial to a healthy functioning body. And especially now with, people talking about, having a strong or a balanced immune system, that's going to fight off all the stuff that's going on outside. That's going to be, all of these things are going to be very important to make your immune system be as functional as possible.
How long have you been practicing?
It's, oh gosh, like over 11 years now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. It's been, I can't believe it. It's been so long, but it
Yeah.
seems like it's like a blink, you know?
At what point did you just think that this is what I want to do the rest of my life? Did you go into traditional medicine in the beginning and then switch, or?
So I grown up with partially like traditional Chinese medicine as well as Western medicine. So I kind of got a taste of both worlds, you know, like as a kid. And so that's what really interested me in finding a type of medicine that utilizes all of that. Not that I do Chinese medicine, I kind of moved away from that, but I think it's a fantastic, you know, form of healing. It's just not what I specialize in, but I do use a lot of like herbal medicine as well as like supplements and nutrition to, along with all the Western side, to again, you know, marry the best of both worlds. And actually I was on track for, you know, pre-med, you know, all like the typical route, and to conventional route. And then my uncle actually told me about naturopathic medicine and said, hey, you should check this out. I think this is what you might want to do. And I checked it out and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. You know, so I was in my last year of undergrad, and that's when I discovered naturopathic medicine, and here I am.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So is this how you're seeing your patients right now? Is it like a Zoom call situation for you?
Yes.
Is that challenging?
Uh, for certain things, it is, because a lot of patients really enjoy and appreciate the face to face, especially when, you know, they're not feeling well, and it's hard to really convey a lot of that through video. It's not a horrible thing, but it's, for some people though, it's really convenient. They don't have to leave home. They don't have to drive across town. They don't
I
have
think it's great.
Yeah. I was excited to do a Zoom call with my daughter's doctor in Orange County. I mean, that helped me out so much. And it's 6 hours, you know, just round trip.
Yeah.
So that helped. But I get what you're saying about the face to face.
Mhm.
It's more personal.
Yeah. And for most things you can get away with like the virtual telemedicine, but if it's things like if they're going through like a weight loss program or something like that, then they really want to see you one on one, and
That's a good
and it
question.
makes,
Yeah.
yeah, it
What
makes a bigger
about,
impact.
do you have a program that you recommend, or is there something that people could talk to you about that they could do right now during quarantine, you know, to help with their diet and nutrition?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, since most people are, you know, staying at home and relearning how to cook and things like that, um, we do have a 21-day nutrition reboot. So it's like a detox, all around, and it's mostly focusing on, what you're putting in your mouth, right? So eating anti-inflammatory foods, mostly greens, lean organic meats and proteins, and staying away from the sugars and a lot of the carbs and some, like a lot of the alcohol and other things.
Andie, put down your glass.
Ow,
I had a glass of water today.
Right?
so
And
good.
she
Yes,
likes
I
to
have
eat more. See?
my. Uh-huh.
Okay. How do you feel about intermittent fasting?
Oh yeah, I do that all the time,
You
every
do?
single day. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I just started doing it probably in the past. Specifically, I've done it off and on, but since we've been quarantining,
Hmm.
and I mean, I haven't really changed anything else except for I'm exercising more, and I just dropped 10 pounds like that. It's
Totally.
amazing.
Absolutely. And I think there's a lot to be said about fasting and even intermittent fasting, because what it does is it really helps to rev up your body's like own detoxification system.
Yeah.
So it actually improves all of your ability to clean things out, and also it helps to improve your body's fighting ability to like, it's like it allows the like the garbage men to come through and like sweep things away,
Oh,
right?
that's cool.
Instead of instead of like constantly like putting stuff in your system, you
Right.
give it a break.
Wow. I didn't know that. So it's good for helping maybe boost your immunity a little bit too then, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's good to know. But it's hard for people to, I think in this country, it's hard for people to wrap their head around skipping breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean? Because it's such a part of our American sort of like lexicon to eat breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
I struggle with skipping breakfast, especially working out at 5 o'clock or five. Like when we work out, I struggle with getting off that, exercise and not being able to eat.
I think that it's with the intermittent fasting, you can shift it to whenever it works for you. So you might
That's
not
exactly what I was
get
going to say.
breakfast, but you can have a much earlier dinner.
Okay. And
And
how
then
many
have
hours do you recommend? Sorry.
typically like 12 to 14. So it's just like an overnight.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be super long. It doesn't have to be like the 20-hour fast and things like that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
some people do that. Some
We
people do that.
I just
But
had someone ask what the window is, and yeah, I've seen, like you said, it's all over the place. And
mhm,
so since I go to bed, at like 9, for me, what works is I eat between 2 and 8 only.
mhm.
And then, so I'm technically fasting until, my waking hours until 2 o'clock, but also it includes your sleeping hours too. So
Yeah,
that's nice. It makes it easier.
Yeah. I couldn't
definitely.
do until 2. You wait until 2 o'clock, Andy?
Yeah, I never eat anything until 2 o'clock. I have 2 cups of coffee. And I will add, I know there's different school of thought, but I will add half and half to them, which is under 50 calories per tablespoon. So it's not technically fasting, but I think my body has kind of adjusted to that. So yeah, it works for me. And I don't get hungry. Sometimes I look at the clock and it's dinner time and I have just not even thought about food, which is very ironic for someone whose entire life is about food. But yeah, okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
really interested to hear what you had to say. Is that incorporated into the cleanse that you do, the intermittent fasting?
It can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do
So,
you, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, good.
What do you recommend for people right now, like coping with all the stress and anxiety that people are dealing with?
Yeah. So that's always the big question, right? So, um, there's a lot. I actually did a full webinar, hour webinar about it. It's on my clinic's YouTube page. Um, and it's basically 5 different steps. So we're talking about nutrition, we're talking about sleep, we're talking movement, especially some type of mindfulness or meditation process. And so all of those things have to be incorporated to really help to put your system into like a regular rhythm, because a lot of times people are like, what day is it, right?
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's getting your body back into a normal 24-hour rhythm. And when that happens, your body it just works and functions better because your body works in like a cycle. So
Right.
you have the sleep cycle, you have like a digestion cycle, you have, so for movement and for diet, all of those things are part of that cycle.
Do you recommend that people have a quarantine routine to help keep them on track with that?
Absolutely. Yeah. If they can make one, or like, and really stick to one, that would be so helpful for a lot of people.
So like going to bed at the same time, getting up at the same time, exercising relatively the same time. That's all good for that rhythm.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
we're not being OCD.
You're not being OCD.
See, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't want to break my cycle. I changed it a little bit. I don't wake up at 4 anymore. It's like more like 5 o'clock. Sometimes it is 4, but same schedule. Like, I know exactly what time I'm going to work out, what time I'm going to, take a shower. And I find that it's a lot better. But I was finding in the very beginning, I was trying to sleep a little bit more, and then I was getting depressed. And I was like, I have to kind of go back to my normal routine. So what you're saying is kind of, I had to shift back into my old ways.
That's good. Brandi is very regimented, but that's how all of us, I think, that are busy, have to operate.
Yeah.
Before, I was such a slave to my calendar every day, and now I don't even look at it. So I just have like a little handwritten schedule that I make, and it seems to be working for now. It feels like a vacation.
I don't know. I feel like my schedule has shifted quite a bit. So instead of focusing as much on patient care, now I'm really focusing on like more of the marketing aspect and like doing things like this with you guys.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so that's out of my wheelhouse. This is definitely something not something within my comfort zone.
Oh,
So,
but it's
so
good. Brandi and I are doing this exact same thing. We're focusing on that now, and the things that we're learning how to do and doing things like this we will do when this is all over, and we probably wouldn't have done that otherwise, and it's only going to benefit all of us. So I think it's a good thing.
absolutely, yeah.
How
So
many patients do you think you are able to see a day now since you're Zooming? Has it decreased a lot, or do you see that there's still the same amount of patients there that are willing to adapt to this?
I guess it depends on the week. So, and it depends on the patient, honestly, because most of my patients are on, 55 and above, and they're not as comfortable with technology. Some of them are, and some of them are like, I don't know how to sign into your portal. And I'm like, okay. forget it. It's okay. And so again, it just depends on the person. So most people are pretty comfortable with the video interface. Other people, I just call them. And there's also the other side of people are just hesitant to do anything right now. So I feel like a lot of people are just on hold to see, to see what's going on. But yeah, I'm probably like 25% capacity of what I normally am.
Crazy.
Right. Wow,
But one thing I think that you should let people know is that you can do these Zoom consultations with patients, and then you can ship them the medications or the supplements that you recommend, so they don't have to leave their house. And they're getting, the first time I met with you, it was basically exactly this. We sat in your office across the desk for an hour. We weren't in an exam room. There was you weren't, listening to my heartbeat or anything like that. We could have been doing it just like this, because the labs and the vitals and all that is a separate thing altogether. It was more addressing one-on-one, and that I think is something you can easily do right now. And then you can just mail them what they need.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm doing right now is after doing the Zoom visit, I'm like, okay, we have this, and this. We're just gonna ship it to you. It's on shipping is free right now. So just as a convenience for our patients, and it's super easy, or we can drop ship from the company directly. So yeah. So technology wise, this is the time to shine, but it's available for sure.
What about can you tell us a little bit about your feelings about CBD oil regimens? I know that's something that a lot of people are curious about.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about so last week I had a horrible migraine for 2.5 days, and I think it was just stress induced. And so one of the things that really helped me was topical CBD to help with actually I'll show you what I have. This one.
Nice. Okay. That's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff. And it's extra strength.
So is it like a roll on? You just roll it on?
Yeah. So it's it just looks like this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you can just.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And for me, it really helps helped to like relax all of my my shoulder, my neck muscles, my upper back muscles, which were just like, I was literally walking around with like my shoulders to my ears. And it did take a toll on the rest of my head structure. So I think that just having actually a lot of magnesium as well as the CBD helping to relax my muscles really helped to kind of kick me out of that migraine cycle.
That's awesome.
And you can take CBD orally as well, and for anxiety, for just to help calm things down. And a lot of my patients take that mostly at night before bed, just to help them like calm down their system, have a good night's rest, and then sometimes intermittently throughout the day, depending on you know, how their anxiety flares or if there's some other triggers or other things like that.
Would you, so with CBD, would you wouldn't recommend to take it every single day, would you? Or because couldn't your system get like adapt to it? Is that
It can get adapted to it, but mostly at really high doses.
okay? Andie, you should quit doing that.
I don't take that much. I honestly don't. No, yeah, hello, she'll tell you.
And people need it, so.
No, I think it's great. I mean, I've used the topical for pain, and it's fantastic. And I know a lot of people that swear by it. And I do a low dosage regimen, you know, orally. And it helps with my anxiety. And even if it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's not making it worse, and it's all natural. So to me, it's like, I don't know why there's such a stigma about it, I guess.
Yeah, it's not, I think a lot of people get held up on it because they think CBD is like CBD with the THC. Right. So they think that they're going to get high, or they're going to get, you know, like that disorientation or whatnot. And that's not what CBD is. It's a completely separate molecule than THC. So it's not the psychoactive molecule. And so it has different types of mechanisms of action. So for CBD, it's mostly for anxiety, it's for anti-inflammatory, for pain, things like that. So we're using it for a much different purpose than somebody who thinks, oh, you're just, you know, taking marijuana or whatever. It's not that.
So we won't touch into the marijuana subject. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That would have been for yesterday's show.
Oh, I forgot.
And it's also not addictive too.
No,
so that's not the main thing.
Well, it doesn't even taste good. Whatever one Andie has, I just.
Some of them are better than others.
Some are better than others, but also like some are more potent than others too. And it really just depends on how much your body is needing for it to have an effect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. Okay, a couple of quick fun questions for you. Brandi and I are curious, what's your absolute favorite meal in the whole world? Like, what do you love to eat?
Oh my gosh. That's really hard.
Maybe you can narrow it down to like a cuisine.
A cuisine. Okay. I really like Japanese cuisine.
Oh, yeah, same.
So like really good, high quality fish.
Yeah.
Really good sake. Really good like even like their grilled stuff too. It just I do like Japanese cuisine quite a bit. Let's see, other things that I like. Well, really good food in general.
Do you have like a guilty pleasure food that you love?
Yes. Okay, so this is like the most like I don't know. Like, I shouldn't probably be even saying this, but I guess this humanizes me. I really like Snickers ice cream bars.
Oh my God! That's my favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Those are magical.
We got to Mexico, and all Andie could talk about from the second we landed to the second we left is Snickers ice cream.
I feel total vindication right now. It's amazing.
And then you got mad at David because he had one behind your back and didn't share it with you.
Yeah, because I was trying to stay off of the sugar, so I didn't have one, and he had one, and I was very upset. But anyways, good to know. Good to know. Okay. What about, do you have a favorite cocktail or a favorite adult beverage that you enjoy?
I do like gin cocktails.
Oh.
So like, especially like the Junipero gin.
So you like that sort of botanical flavor profile? Okay, cool. Brandi and I have been making cucumber martinis a lot lately with mint and basil, and you would enjoy
that. Yeah. They're really good.
The second would be Japanese whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you've obviously been to Sandfish and Palm Springs, I'm guessing then. It marries your love of Japanese food and whiskey.
Yes, I do know Engen, and yes.
Yeah, same, yeah. Awesome. All right, cool. Is there one thing, just lastly before we go, is there one sort of food or diet trend that people think is really healthy and awesome, but is truly not, that you could tell us your opinion about?
Oh gosh, like which one? Okay, like I think there's a lot of miscommunication or misinformation about the ketogenic diet.
Ooh, yes, I agree.
So I do have, and I do recommend ketogenic diet for certain patients. However, there is a lot of confusion about the fat sources and what is a healthy fat, what is an unhealthy fat. And I see like when people are not doing the ketogenic diet in like I think it in more of like a clean keto terms, I definitely do see issues in their blood work.
You're talking about me?
When it comes to that,
so don't say names.
No,
she
no names.
Wasn't trying to throw you under the bus like I was.
No, but it's true. One of the things she totally said that to me. She said, I can tell by your blood work that you're getting a lot of your fat from animal fat, and it's showing up in your blood work. And she was right. And so now I'm trying to get less of my fat from animal fat and more from nuts and things like that. And when I had my blood tested the last time, there was a huge difference. So she's 100% right. I mean, that actually
I can't wait to go so we can compare.
It's not everything has to be a competition.
I'm going now. We're doing it.
Finally. I mean,
it only took you a year.
I love it. All right. Well, Dr. Sonja, can you tell us one more time where everybody can find you?
Yeah, so I'm at Live Well Clinic. You can check me out online at livewellclinic.org. That's my website. And then if you want to give us a call, our phones are open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 to 5 at 760-771-5970. You can, of course, find us on our socials at Live Well Clinic and on Facebook at Live Well Clinic in La Quinta. And you can just message us all the time, and we're monitoring. We might not get to you like right away, but we'll get to you.
Awesome. This was so fun. Thank you so much for coming on with us. And
yeah, thank you.
Brandi and I learned a lot, I think.
I did actually.
And we're going to get Brandi in to see you ASAP.
Oh, I am. I really am going to now because of a lot of the conversation. I liked it. So.
Okay, good.
Awesome.
So hopefully this brings you more clients too as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Thank you.
all have to go and make an appointment just at least to get an assessment and see where you're at, because I think a lot of people think that they're really healthy and they might not be as healthy as they think they are, especially with all this stress.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. Be well.
Thank you.
Dr. Sonja. We'll see you soon.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
It was so fun.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Oh my
All
goodness.
right.
We did it.
Woo. I got to get out of here pretty quick here.
Okay. Well, so thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I hope you got some good tips from Dr. Sonja. If anything else, you learned what not to do from Brandi and I. And tomorrow we're going to be live again at 4:30, and we have it's a wine-centric episode with a couple of special guests that are going to be talking about wine. So we'll see you here tomorrow at 4:30. Brandi, good luck with your appointment.
Yes. Thank you. Bye, guys. Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
guys.
See you tomorrow.